I think she's right. She corrected me, and I think she's right. It's we're not camping.
Read my chest.
Dear?
You better not put that in there.
Hey everybody, Bill and Dad.
Hi there.
I had to put my sunglasses on so I'd look cool.
You gotta look cool all the time, whatever.
Well, but you always look cool no matter what.
That is correct. No.
There, you'll get no arguments from me.
Whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day. Where's what we thought we would talk about today. It seems to be a subject that we get asked about quite a bit.
So this is Topic Tuesday.
Well, yeah, it is. And we get asked about this subject quite a bit. In fact, I remember a couple years ago, my own brother, when he was considering buying himself an RV, one of the first questions we asked was, do you ever feel unsafe in a campground?
Right. We've had that question a lot.
Yeah, we do. And in fact, I notice a lot in the comment section that a lot of folks, which we love our viewers, believe me, and we love the fact that they all care about us. And there's just no, that doesn't get any better than that. The fact that, all the comments, 99.99% of the time, are all very encouraging. But a lot of folks end their comment with, be safe. So we thought we would talk about that a little bit. Do we ever feel unsafe in a campground? And the answer to that question is, yeah, there have been a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a few rare times.
Yeah. In fact, the one that stands out mostly in my mind is when we had this one particular individual that was making a bunch of people feel uncomfortable in the campground. We won't go into great detail about it. But the sheriff was out there 3 times. And of course, on the 3rd time, when the sheriff came out, they ended up putting this individual in handcuffs, and that person left with them.
Right. I think that happened a couple of times.
Yeah.
That week.
But the person made a few threatening comments, and we don't think this person's mind was right at the time. We really think it was something more, than what was on the surface. However, because of the situation, many of us felt very uncomfortable and didn't feel safe. And so a lot of us were sleeping with one eye open, you might say, in that situation. And then there was another time when we were at a Corps of Engineer campground. And I don't know, well, you explain it, dear.
I don't know what it was. I know that it was a Corps of Engineer, and I know I had 2 weeks booked. And when we pulled in, our site was in a section that it was a little bit obvious that these were either extremely trashy people or they had been there a while.
Yeah.
Which is against Corps rules.
Right.
So maybe they were just extremely trashy people, I do not know.
Well,
but, both of us was like,
I mean, we never spoke to the people or anything like that, but it just, something about it, as Deb likes to say, our spidey sense.
Spider sense went off.
Was saying that there's something that just doesn't feel right.
No.
And I think what added to that was the fact that it was basically just us and them in the campground. And this was a huge campground, but it was just us and them, and they weren't too awful far from us. And we don't like to be, we're not being judgmental, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was just something about it, and I cannot explain it, but just something didn't seem right.
No, something didn't seem right to either one of us.
And so rather than be nervous the whole time we were there and not be able to enjoy ourselves, Deb got online and found another campground on down the road, and that's where we went.
That's why we have a home on wheels.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
But
we can pull out anytime we want.
right. Now, it appeared in this case, and sometimes, depending on the district they're in and things like that, some, and especially the time of year has something to do with it too. Some Corps of Engineer campgrounds will make rare exceptions and let people stay an extended period of time, but usually that extended period of time is only an additional 2 weeks, which would make it, a 30-day stay. And 99.99% of the time when that happens, I don't want everybody to start getting excited and thinking, okay, I can stay long term at a Corps of Engineer campground.
No, they've got several little rules.
Yeah, right. But 99.99% of the time, that is limited to 1 2-week extension, which means the maximum that anybody could stay at a Corps of Engineer campground. But you do have to fill out some paperwork, and you do have to get it approved.
And it's got to be approved.
You don't just go up to the booth and say, hey, can I stay
No.
2 more weeks?
No, because the camp host
Yeah.
can't approve that. A ranger has
But
to.
it appeared that in this particular situation, either, I don't know, I'm not even going to go any further than that.
That's immaterial. It's just,
Yeah.
yes,
It
that
just-
was one of the times.
It was just a strange feeling. And sometimes when you have these kind of gut feelings, it's best to act on them.
Right, and
You know?
that's what I tell people. If for some
Yeah.
reason you don't feel comfortable where you're at, then why are you staying? You have wheels.
Right. Get up and go.
You know, we can hook up and be out of here as fast as we unhook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
So
Don't take no time to do that.
why put yourself in that type of situation when you really don't have to?
Now, we've traveled full time now for 5 years, and quite honestly, when you look at the instances where we didn't feel comfortable, the percentage is very, 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 very low.
Very low.
Yeah, very, very low. But 98% of all the people that are camped around you are all super nice people. They're just there to enjoy themselves and to, have a wonderful weekend or 2 weeks or whatever it is. But you're going to have that 2% now and then that thinks the rules don't apply to them and they can do whatever they want to. And we have dealt with party animals that party clear up till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
before.
Yes.
The one that sticks out in my mind is the ones that was just below us, and we talked to them during the day, and they were super, super nice people. I mean, and
And
Yeah.
Norm, and they were just there for the weekend.
they were just there for the weekend. They were there to have fun. But their fun was still going on at 3 o'clock in the morning. But the way Deb and I reasoned on it, we knew that they were going to be pulling out the next day as soon as they slept it off.
Yeah, and we knew they had to be gone by 3 the next day. So
So we just dealt with it and went on. Sometimes what we'll do, and we've had it other times when people were making a lot of noise and stuff like that. And sometimes what we'll do is just turn on some music
right.
and because actually I don't have any trouble sleeping at all with the right kind of music on.
No.
And we just barely crank up the volume where it camouflages what's going on outside when we know that they don't mean any harm to us, and then we usually we're able to go to sleep. And
yeah.
And I may wake up for my potty break around 3 o'clock in the morning, and the noise is over with, so then I'll go ahead and turn the music off.
And then I can't sleep.
Then Deb ends up pulling up her phone and reading a book that she has downloaded in her phone.
That's right.
So we really don't feel like there's anything to be concerned about as far as that goes. But here again, always be aware of your surroundings. Always kind of, be aware of what's going on around you. But,
Absolutely.
But if you have a gut feeling, either hook up and go ahead and pull out, especially if you're a full-time traveler, because there's places down the road you can probably go to. Or if this feeling is a little more concerning to you, you can approach the park attendant.
And there's usually a ranger driving around
Yeah.
at least twice a day.
Yeah, so
you can wave them down and talk to them.
and say, hey, we've got a small issue here. Could you kind of keep an eye on this situation and let them know if you deem it to be that serious.
Right.
But we never concern ourselves with those kind of things. We've learned to deal with it as it comes along, if and when it comes along, and here again, it does not happen very often.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
like I said, that's why you have wheels. And
Yeah.
when we were in a sticks and brick, if you had neighbors like that, you were kind of stuck,
Yeah, yeah, yep.
you know.
You were kind of stuck there until the situation
resolved.
was resolved one way or the other,
Yes.
you know, if you had a situation like that. So anyway, now when we got all kinds of stories we could tell you about when we were park attendants because we dealt with that 2%.
Well, that's a whole other, and we've had that video.
Oh yeah, we've had that video, but we actually had more issues with people wanting to launch their boats, you know, and when there was no parking. But anyway, you don't want me to go there, do you?
No, I
dear?
do not.
Those are stories.
Those are campfire stories.
Yeah, those we'll tell them around the camp. We've told them to a lot of folks, and they just look at us like, "What? Are you serious?" Oh yeah, but I don't know anything else you have to add to that.
No, I think it's just use your spider sense and know that your home's on wheels. And if you feel uncomfortable to the extent that you feel like you're in danger, get out of there. You're not
Yeah.
stuck.
No, you're not. Yeah, that's why you can see those wheels
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
why we have wheels.
That's what those are for. So anyway, I don't know what else to add. I guess we can we pull out of here tomorrow. We've enjoyed our stay here. It's been a nice rest bit.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Just sitting and staring at the water.
Is that a proper term, rest bit?
I have no idea.
Maybe someone out
Maybe
there
it's
can
Bill
tell us-
speak.
Tell me if I use the word in an incorrect
It's only
manner.
Bill speak.
It's Bill speak. Bill speak.
Bill speak.
Yeah, but we're heading over to, I'm not going to tell you the name of the campground, but you'll find out soon enough when we get there because we will be doing a review on the campground. It's one that we've never been to before. It is a state park
And we very rarely do state parks, so this is exciting.
in Alabama. And we paid quite a bit more for it
It's
than we
kinda
would
out of
before.
budget.
Yeah, but it's right on, it's just right on the edge of a certain bay in the Gulf. If I said more than that, it might give it away.
I think you've already given it away.
Oh, really?
You can't ever tell Bill a secret. Remember that, folks.
We'll see. Not that we'll respond, but we'll see if y'all can guess where we're talking about.
There will be no response.
We will not respond, but go ahead and put in there where you think we're headed next. It's in Alabama and on a certain bay, and it's a state park.
Good Lord.
What?
Nothing.
Well, it's near a certain bay, and there's water that backs up to it. Brackish water?
William Adkins, I swear.
I'm going to get in big trouble. But anyway, we're here at East Bank Campground, and we highly recommend this campground. And of course, if y'all watch the review that we did on our last video, you'll see what we're talking about. Those that have never been here, if you happen to be on your way from the south going north, and this happens to be on your route, it's a good place to stop. If you happen to be coming from the north going down towards the south, and this
Just a
happens
little
to be
bit
on
off
your
of
route.
I-10.
Yeah, not too far.
It's not too far off of
Not
I-10.
too far off of I-10. Fairly close to Marianna, Florida. That's where the big Walmart is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, I guess that's it.
That's it.
All right. Oh boy. Everybody, this is Bill and Dad with I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and you know exactly what we are going to say. We are not camping.
We are living.
Actually, we're living.
No, we're not camping. We are living.
Let me say that again. I think she's right. She corrected me, and I think she's right. It's we're not camping.
Read my chest.
Dear?
You better not put that in there.
We're not camping.
We are living. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye.